Hello, marketers. So it's a very big thing for marketers to increase EMQ, that is even match quality in meta ads, because every time meta tells increase your EMQ to increase your ad campaign performance. So today we are going to see what are these event parameters that will help you increase your EMQ and therefore will help you maximize your ad campaign performance. So why this topic and why the buzz around this? So basically, recently Meta has released a list of parameters. The list was there, but it changed the priority of parameters that aid in determining the event match quality. So it is very important for you to stay updated on what event parameters drive your event match quality and how you can send it to Meta. So let's get started. What is event match quality? Event match quality score is a mechanism brought in by Facebook to determine how effectively it is able to match your event data with its account center. So, why it is important? Before we dive into why it is important, let's know what are events or what is event match quality. Just a quick note. So, it is nothing but all the events that you send, like page view, purchase, etc., etc. So, these all the events which you send to Facebook will be able to match. Now, why it is important? It is important to for Meta to have a higher EMQ because it will help Meta determine the users accurately, and therefore it will be able to attribute the conversions that happen for your ads. Now, not just that, as it will be able to identify the users correctly, it will be able to deliver the ads to right people who will be able to convert, so or who are most likely to get converted. Now when this is done, the targeting is optimized, therefore your cost per purchase or cost per result or cost per action is reduced by significant amount. Now, because your ad is optimized with better event data, because you're having higher EMQ, you'll be seeing a better ad campaign performance. What parameters does Meta consider in calculating the event match quality? So let's see what are those parameters. Now, these are the list of parameters that I've taken a screenshot from Meta's official document itself. So email ID, click ID, Facebook login ID, date of birth, country, phone number, external ID, browser ID, lead ID, first name, last name, city, and postal code or zip code. So these are all the parameters that are needed for Meta to determine event match quality and calculate it. So next, let's see what is the priority. In the same document, Meta has also put the priority of those parameters one by one. So email address and click ID have the high priority. That means when you send email address of a user or a click ID of a user, Meta will be able to identify the user accurately. Therefore, it is given high priority in determining your EMQ. Now, Facebook login ID, date of birth, country, phone number, external ID, browser ID. So all of these parameters, so Facebook ID, date of birth, country, phone number, and external ID, browser ID. So all these six parameters have medium priority. In addition to these, you can also send lead ID, first name, last name or the surname, town or city, or postal code. So these five parameters also play decent amount of role in determining Meta's EMQ. Although low priority, it is better you send these event parameters. Here in this image, you can see how Meta is calculating the percentage of events matched. So for the purchase event of Shopify, we can see the hashed email address is 100% matched. So we sent for all the events, for all the 100% of the events, we sent the email address. So it is showing 100% of total events have this event have email ID. So similarly, IP address. Similarly, for click ID, you can see 70%, 75% of the total events have click ID. 100% of total events have external ID. So this is how Meta will be determining how many percentage of events have what kind of data. So next, how to send these parameters effectively along with event data. The best practices according to Meta are: number one, set up Conversions API and Metapixel together and send the events both on the browser side as well as client side. So, sorry, the browser side as well as the server side. So, when you're installing Metapixel, the Metapixel will send the events on the client side, that is the browser side, and Conversions API or CAPI setup will send the same event on the server side. So, Meta will deduplicate and identify. So this is one of the best practice. Next, if you're sending any event, you make sure that you're sending all the event parameters like shown in the previous slide. So like these all, like all the email address, IP address, user agent, phone number, FBP, external ID, postcode, country, first name, last name, town, country or region, and then FB click ID. So all these parameters, when you send, Meta will be able to better match and identify. So that is, so send all the events through Convergence API as well as Metapixel. Now, also set up advanced matching in web manually as well as turn on the automatic one. So this is how you can see in your events manager. When you go into the settings, you can see you can turn on this toggle of automatic website matching. So do this, and also set this automatic matching on the sorry, advanced matching on the manual side as well, to send all the event parameters as you wish. So this is how you will be sending the event parameters effectively along with the event data to Meta. When you send all of these event parameters to Meta ads, Meta will be able to match the users correctly, and therefore it will increase your event match quality. So when you have more number of parameters sent effectively, it will result in a better EMQ. So the maximum EMQ score we have seen is 9.3 for the purchase event with all the parameters sent. So almost all, like FBC alone was around 75 to 80% was sent. So we have seen a maximum of 9.3 EMQ for the events. The rest 25% did not have that, maybe because there are the purchase did not happen through the Facebook ads. So that is that might be the only reason. So you can increase your event match quality when you send all of these customer parameters that matter for Meta to determine. When the topic of EMQ comes around, you might also hear about poor, okay, good, and great. So what are these? So basically, this is nothing but the grading given by Meta. So you can read this. This is the definition. The screenshot I've taken from Meta directly. So they clearly tell. First is, we calculate a score out of 10 on the quality of customer information you're sending. So that is the EMQ score, event match quality score. We compare your score to other advertisers in your region who are sending the same type of event. Then we determine if your server events rating is poor, okay, good, or great. So for example, look at it this way. So let's say there are two advertisers in the same region who are sending similar type of event, let's say purchase event for the same e-commerce thing. Let's say one advertiser has an EMQ of 5, the other advertiser has an EMQ of 7, and no one, like this, let's assume that these are the only two advertisers who are in that region having the same type of event. Meta is comparing between these two, so it will show great for the advertiser who has 7 as the EMQ, and okay or good or for the advertiser with 5 as the EMQ. Similarly, even if in some other region, if the advertiser, the maximum EMQ an advertiser was able to get is like 5, and rest all everyone is falling under 2 or 3, this 5 itself will look great or good. So this is how Meta will determine this grading of poor, okay, good, or great. So this will actually help you understand the comparison with other advertisers in the same region with who are sending the similar type of event. So therefore you will know what else can you do to improve your EMQ. So how will you improve your EMQ? Again, the same thing. You will be sending all the customer parameters, improve your EMQ score, and that score will be compared and again graded. So that's how that's what is around this poor, okay, good, and great in EMQ. Thank you for listening. I hope this was a very wonderful and informative session for you to learn about what parameters are needed to increase your event match quality and how you can increase your ad campaign performance. If you did not, I mean, it was a short time, so maybe I was not able to cover everything comprehensively. You can visit our blogs and read through how you can increase your ad campaign performance. You can how we also covered topics around how you can maximize your ad campaign performance, like meta advantage shopping campaigns are on the go, so you can how you can use ASC campaigns, all that. And we'll be sharing regular updates on our community, that is the first party data ops community. You can join the community for free. You have the link in the description. So if you have any questions, comment below and we'll be happy to answer.